about starting over on the couch. And you know what that means, don't you? Hang on. No, you won't know what that means because this is the first time I'm doing it. Anyways, it just means that basically whatever we're reviewing, the box is too big for me to open on the desk.
That's what she said.
Without further ado,
hey, if you're enjoying the content, even if you're not, doesn't cost you anything, does it? Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I'd like to see you around, you know. Become one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've had a haircut. Man's looking pretty. I know. I know. Damn. I know. 41. Not bad, eh? Don't worry, I'm more than appreciative about the fact that I'm 41 years old and I can do whatever I want with my hair. I've also got a bad neck, which is causing issues like not being able to go to the gym, which has left me like this. So, swings and roundabouts. I think I'd rather be bold and go to the gym. Anyways, we'll get on to the item in question. We are here to review this. You've probably seen it in the title. It is the GAMEMAX Infinity. Now, I know GAMEMAX has been getting some bad press as of late because of its copycatness to itself, which is a fair comment. And but my point is, this case is what, 69?
Nice.
69.95, so 70 quid. So it's a really good budget option, is it though? And every case manufacturer on the frigging planet has got an 011 dynamic clone. So I don't feel like this is too much of a problem there. But that being said, should we get it out of the case and have a look at it? Get out the box and have a look at it. Do as I say, not as I do. Always use a knife, never use just a blade. Bear. This is. I'm not going to show you what would happen if I made a mistake with this, because you know YouTube wouldn't like that. So don't ever do that. I am an untrained, unprofessional. So don't ever do that. So I've not even opened this box. I do everything that I review at the moment. Everything that I review, I've got a use for, shall we say? So nothing goes to waste. So I got this for a purpose. Specifically selected this, but let's get it out of the box. Oh man, it's gonna be uncomfortable. I have to say though, the foam, it ain't bad. Right, so there's one big slab of foam up each side, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Right, so enough space. Right, except should we have a goosey gander at this? Look at you. Should we have a goosey gander at this foam? You know what? Say what you want, but it's a bit thin here, but it's like double thickness through here.
That's what she said.
You can see this here, and it's like I've seen a lot worse.
That's what she said.
And a slab of this on either end is pretty solid. Look, nothing seems broken. So should we get you over on the desk? Well guys, I'll say first, it's not a stupidly heavy case. Because I should have pre-prepped this so that I could just walk over and go. We'll still do it guys, we'll still do it. You ready? I think it's going to do it now. It's not going to catch. You ready? You ready? Woo!
Nice.
Let's have a look at this thing, shall we? Okay guys, we've not got the best light in today. I shall try and alleviate that with my body. Right, so there's 2 thumb screws. They seem alright. Nothing special, but little nailed things. I don't know if you're going to get focus on that, but yeah, little nailed thumb screws. And I'm going to actually slide this top bit off. Yes. Okay. I've got to say, I'm not hating the perforation. I mean, it looks like 50-50, but there's quite a lot of it, which is gonna, and it's pretty solid, thick metal, you know, guys. I've seen cases where I could have this part of it and just literally just bend it, like, but this is solid. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Any part of this, oh, this is gonna work so well for what I want it for. Right, so do these just, yeah, they just slot out. So got tempered glass there. These are just working on this little slot-in system. We've got little pads. I'll throw that over there. We'll get that off. So obviously this does the same. That's quite a simple system. I'm not going to say that there's anything wrong with it. It's quite a simple system, but it works. I'll pop this out the way. It's not the thinnest of glass that I've seen either. Right, so guys, over at the case, again we've got a lot of this perforation. Maybe weakens it out a bit, but I'd rather have it than not. It looks like we've got 360 support back here, which is quite deep in there as well. Like, so you're going to get that and a radiator in there. We've got 360 support at the top. I'm going to assume with this pattern, you can get 3 120s across the bottom here, and you can probably get a 120 on here, and it's got some extra breathing room. So I mean, it's got support for, what's that, 10 fans, so that's not bad. And also, you could literally have a CPU with a 360mm cooler up here, have a GPU with a 360mm cooler back there, have fans in here and another one here. I'd probably put that as an intake, so you've got these 4 as full as intakes, breathing in. Or you just have that pulling, yeah, I'd have that pulling. So yeah, have this as an exhaust, this as an exhaust, this radiator is an intake, and this one is an intake, and you've got good airflow. I mean, this is definitely a low point. These are the old school snappy offy, what you do. But I mean, yeah, look, if you wanted to make it pretty and put some there, you can probably pick them up for like, you know, a full pack for like a tenner or something. If you look around, you probably find people throwing them away. Sometimes you have some spare over, I probably have lying around somewhere. So that's not too much of an issue for me. But yeah, it's pretty solid construction at front here. There's a filter that has a place down there. It's not magnetic or anything, but it's there, I suppose. They've got that set as an intake. They don't really give you any filters for anywhere else, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Because really most people would set that up as an intake, even if they put fans here because they're idiots. They put this as an exhaust because it's prettier. Whereas really you should have that as an intake, this is an intake, this is an exhaust, and this is an exhaust, so that you've got positive pressure. You've got 6 fans pulling in, 4 pulling out, so that's positive pressure, which means you've got less dust inside your case. Basically, positive pressure just means that the air inside the case wants to get out. So if you've got negative pressure, the air outside the case wants to get in. So that pulls dust in with it. If the air within the case always wants to leave the case, you will get less dust settling on things, because it's constantly being, the dust that does go in there, it's constantly being moved about and thrown back out the case. It wants to leave with the air. So that's my take on that. Positive pressure for the kit, for the win. Just on preservation on dust. Right, let's have a look around the back, shall we? See how it's laid out back here. There's aspects of this case that I kind of like. These thumb screws are alright. The glass seems pretty decent thickness. Nothing outlandish, but pretty decent. The actual, I'm guessing it's steel. The actual like case material, really thick, and they've definitely gone with the relevant style of this perforated, full perforated back, which means that your power supply, which is supposed to sit here, will get full breathing space. It'll also give space for your drives that are down here, and full airflow for here. Well, 50. I'd say that's about 50-50, but it's pretty decent and it's solid, you know. Right, I'm actually like trying to bend it a little. You can hear it. Top of the category, there. Oh, sorry, shouldn't reference that, man. Right. So yeah, so far, I mean, look, you don't get anything like, you don't get PCIe covers here. You don't get any real proper filters. That thing just sort of hangs under there. So no magnetic filters. But you do get really good, decent airflow for under here. Like really decent enough airflow under here. You do get, like, I really like how open this is for the radiator. I'm guessing it can fit a 140 because there's two sizes, unless it's so that you can just step it over, but I'm guessing looks about 10 mil either side, so yeah, I'd say you can fit a 140 in there. You can only fit a 110 up front, but that's probably so that you've got room for a motherboard and all the gubbins that come along with it. But again, look how open it is though. Like, this is pretty solid construction. This chunk here that they've just thrown on is steel. It's not, the whole thing is metal. The whole construction of this case is metal. So its downsides are basically them. Those there. That to me, for 70 quid. Now don't forget this case has got what, it's got two you know, like tempered glass panels. They're not super thin, you know, they're not super thin glass. They just hook on, so it's quite a simple mechanism, but it works. This foam is really pretty decent. Right, this here is probably the most protruding point, which is the thumb screws on the back, which isn't great, but it still does have a chunk of protection before it hits the actual outside world. And like, for the rest of it though, it literally, like, it really does hold the case a good, what, inch and a half maybe inside the box, and the back's the same in here, so that's a plus. Good packaging. The glass is a decent thickness. Again, it's a decent thickness. It's not, it's what, 5mm glass or something. It's not bad. And yeah, the material it's constructed out of is really solid. It's not a bad build at all. A lot of the mechanisms to the glass and stuff are, yeah, they're you know, they are what they are. They're simple, but they work, you know. You're going to get a very good looking case out of your build. This here, I thought might have been plastic. It's not. It's metal all the way across. Your front I/O, you've got the power button. It's not bad. It's not super refined, but it's not loose.
and like it seems purposeful. Like it only goes into the click. It's got a little wobble to it, but it's not bad. It's not a bad one. You've obviously got your mic and headphone socket. You got a USB-C, which is nice, and a USB-A. I'd say it's a 3.2, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. And especially consider, look at this perforation though. Like it is one of the better sort of perforations I've seen in this design style. So to me, and you know, obviously they've gone with the power supply here instead of it being down here. But again, the power supply breathes from the outside, so, and you got your SSD storage on the back there. So on the back here, this, I love how open these are. That's my biggest plus for this case, is how open this is. For what I want it for, is going to make life a lot easier, but it's just how open this is just, it's awesome to me. And yeah, again here, there's no rails to deal with, no perforation or anything. It's just open, which is nice. You've got support here for, like I said, a 360 or a 420. So it'll be what, like 3 140s. So that's decent. And again, power supply goes there. Obviously the fan comes this way, so it sucks from the outside, blows out the back. And then you've got your SSD trays here, which is awesome. I mean, all in all, this case is a wicked little... I don't think it's bad for 70 quid. Now I've seen the material. Like I said, the one negativity, these here. That's all I've got. Like, really, for the price. I mean, it's not my budget choice. I'll be showing you guys that soon, but this is not bad for 70 quid, you know. It's really not bad.
That's what she said.
That being said, shall we... Okay guys, here she is. Let me know what you think. Again, I know GameMax has a lot to answer for, considering some serious copycatting, and I agree. I know the arguments and I completely agree with them. But that being said, this is a very well constructed, solid metal, solid build, with great airflow. And yeah, it needs some PCIE slot covers for 70 quid, guys. For 70 quid. So and like I said, I feel like this case is like nil and void from that argument, because like every case manufacturer on the planet has got an 011 clone, and this is just the same, but it does have really good perforation for airflow, and yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Just be awesome to each other, yeah? Laters.
Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. One of us. Like and subscribe. Thank you.